Hello everyone. Welcome to Server Master YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to install Windows Server 2022 using VMware Workstation. We will be installing the evaluation version of Windows Server 2022. For the installation, first we need to download the ISO image file from Microsoft website. For this, I am going to open the browser and type Windows Server 2022 ISO download. I am going to click on the first link here. You will find the link in the description. Click on the Download ISO. Fill all the required information. And click on Download Now. Click on the 64-bit edition. You can see the file started downloading. I have already downloaded the file, so I will cancel the download. Once the download is completed, open the VMware Workstation. The first thing we need to do is to create a virtual machine. For that, we have to click on Create a new virtual machine. We're going to go with Custom and click Next. Under the hardware compatibility, select the highest version available to you. Here, the highest version we have is the VMware Workstation 17. Select it and click Next. And here we choose the option, I will install the operating system later. Click Next. Under Guest Operating System, select Windows Server 2022 from the drop-down list. Click Next. Now we're going to give a name for our new virtual machine. I will be entering Windows Server 2022, so the name of the virtual machine is going to be this. And this is the location where you want to save your virtual machine files. You can change it. I am going to select E drive and create a new folder, VMs. Click OK. Now you can see the location change to a folder in the E drive. Once you have done, we're going to click Next. Under Firmware Type, we will select UEFI and click Next. Under Processors, I'm going to leave the number of processors as 2 and number of cores per processor as 2. You can configure these settings depending on how much resources you have on your host computer. Then click Next. Here we can specify the amount of memory we can allocate to this virtual machine. Depending on your host machine, select the amount of RAM. Then we're going to click Next. We're going to use the bridge networking as network connection, so that the virtual machine will have direct access to the host network. Click Next, and we're going to leave the input-output controller as LSI Logic SAS. Click Next. We're going to select the disk type as NVM. That is the recommended option. Click Next. Select Create a new virtual disk. Click Next. Here we have to specify the virtual machine's disk size. If you want to increase the size, just change it. I will leave it as the default size, that is 60 GB. Here you can create a single file for your virtual disk, or you can split it up into multiple files. This is the default option, then click Next. Here we can see the name of our virtual machine's disk file. Leave it as default. Click Next. And finish. Now you can see your virtual machine, Windows Server 2022, created on your left-hand side. Next, we are going to attach the ISO image file to the virtual machine. To do that, select the virtual machine. Click on Edit Virtual Machine Settings. And select CD/DVD. Under the connection, select the option Use ISO image file. Here we can add our downloaded ISO image file for Windows Server 2022. Click Browse, go to the Downloads, and select the ISO image file you have downloaded. Click Open. Click OK. Let's power on the virtual machine. Press any key to boot from CD or DVD. As you can see, we have a new dialog box, and it will ask you to select the language to install the operating system. For us, we will be using English United States, and the time and currency are going to be United States. The keyboard or input method is going to be US. Click Next, and we are going to select Install Now. In this window, we can see different versions of Windows Server 2022 Evaluation Edition are available to install. We can also see the differences between these versions in the description below. We are going to select the Windows Server 2022 Standard with Desktop Experience and click Next. We have to accept the Microsoft software license terms. Click Next. Here you can upgrade if you already have a Windows installed on this machine, or you can choose the custom option for a new installation. You can see the virtual hard drive of 60 gigabytes that we have created before has already been selected, and you can click New to create a new partition for now. We are going to use the maximum hard drive space for our new partition. Click Apply. There is a warning that says, Windows will create additional partitions for system files. Click OK. Once you have created the partitions, select the primary partition, that is partition 3. Click Next. Now we can see the installation started. This may take a little while to complete the installation. Let's wait for a few minutes. Once the installation has completed, the system will restart automatically. Now you can see the system is restarting. Here we can set up a password for the administrator account. Let's type a password, which meets the password complexity requirements. After this, we click on Finish. Now you can see our Windows Server 2022 is ready. To send Ctrl-Alt-Delete. To unlock the screen, just right-click on the virtual machine name and select Ctrl-Alt-Delete. Type the administrator password to log in. Yes, this is the first time that we can see our Windows Server 2022 desktop. Let's minimize the server manager because we are not going to configure the server in this video. There is one more thing we need to do is installing the VMware tools. For this, we are going to click on VM and select Install VMware Tools. Go to the DVD drive and double-click on it. Now you can see the VMware Tools installation has been started. Click on Next. Select Typical, Install. And now the VMware Tools has been installed. Click Finish and click Yes to restart the server for the changes made to VMware Tools to take effect. Okay, so this is how you install Windows Server 2022 on a virtual machine. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos.